Wonder what you were dreaming about. Alright, before we go anywhere, let's talk to this Moogle. He has a letter for us. But deliver a letter to Kumul. I know we've run across him, but I have no clue where he's at right now. Give me a moment. I want to check real quickly. There it is. Ah, okay. We don't have to worry about him for a while. I'm actually gonna save. Y'all know me, I'm cautious. It's also my recommendation to save at every Moogle you come across. So we gotta go see Sid. We know where he's at. I still have to freaking sneeze! Jeez, it's been an hour and I still have to sneeze. That's getting really irritating. So he's not in there. He's probably down over in here. The Frog King. So he's gonna make us an airship by getting rid of the boat. Which is understandable, you know, every Final Fantasy, whenever you get a new mode of transportation, you lose the previous one. I think anyway. Actually, no, that's not true. I can think of at least one Final Fantasy that's not true, and that's Final Fantasy VIII. It's a shame they've gotten rid of the open world map, you know, in Final Fantasies. I really enjoy running around finding stuff. I mean, at least Final Fantasy X gave the illusion that the world was a lot bigger than it was. Even though technically it's all just one long hallway with branches. I think that's why I really got into Skyrim, you know? Now that I think about it. It was the first game in a long time that had a huge open world map that I could just go, hey, wonder what's over there? It's only you. That song is so annoyingly addictive. I'll have to look for Dagger. Steino's actually come a long way. He actually is thanking Baku for help. Beginning of the game, he wouldn't even, looked at Baku. Well, he probably would have, just, on sight he would have tried to arrest him. Character development. Gotta love it. I've already pointed out where it's at. Now, it'd be kind of cool if you actually went through the castle before this point. I wonder what would happen if you did that. Would you hold up the item that you're supposed to have and going, oh yeah, I got this, I already went there. I'm going to have to try that out in the future. Ah, Sid. It's always Sid in every Final Fantasy that gives you your first airship, Or usually your maid mode transportation. With the exclusion of 8. But, yeah. You still technically get a form of transportation with him. So we're gonna go find Dagger. And Alexandria. Of course she's here. Hello, Ruby. Blank. You always go off topic. Although I do love Blank's character design. It looks really wicked. It's a shame you can't actually have him as a official team member, Hello, Baku. He's not very, descriptive, is he? You know, that one chick with the face and the hair? Beatrix! Ah, Rusty's love. I would so trade out the possibility of getting Blank if it was possible to get Beatrix in the party. Yeah, there she is. A garnet. Now this is one of my favorite items in the game because of what it teaches Dagger. For those that know me and have seen my Final Fantasy VII LP, they'll know what it teaches her. And for those that have been paying attention, you'll know what it teaches her as well. I love the fact that they actually gave it a in-game sprite, you know, the garnet. So few items in this game actually have an appearance outside of the inventory. Yeah, quite a few knives now. She's gotten quite nimble with her hands with knives. I mean, even throwing the dagger up like that is a blade up like that is hard to catch the way she did. Takes a lot of hand-eye coordination to be able to do it. So I'm sure a lot of you are confused with the cutting the hair thing. Some of you should be at least. I'll explain that in a moment, because Eco's going to make a rather interesting comment that ties into it. Okay. This phrase that Eco makes is kind of random. I mean, she asks Zidane if Zidane broke her heart, is that why she cut her hair? Western culture, at least in the US, as far as I know, does not have any customs that is like this. In Japan, whenever a woman has her heart broken, or sometimes even a man has their heart broken, they cut their hair as a symbolic gesture showing, I'm no longer that person anymore, I've moved on. That is the reason why Garnet cut her hair in front of her mother's grave and in front of the castle. It was sort of her way of symbolically showing that she's no longer the weak, helpless Dagger she was. She is now someone new. That is, I believe, what they are trying to insinuate here. But, as I said, not very many cultures outside of Japanese and maybe Chinese, I'm not sure, cultures have a tradition like that. So, it's just a symbolic gesture. You see it a lot in anime and manga. Alrighty, so let's get our party. Let's put in Eco as well, because we're going to get another pumice piece soon. Alright then, let's see here. Now we can do a lot of the bonus stuff. One of the things I want to do is go to a city that's over here. Airships. This is where I was when the game I found out about the recording issue. Well, a little bit farther on, because I had the gold chocobo, and I did the side quest with that. That'll be the end of the set, by the way, doing the gold chocobo stuff. But to show you what the garnet gives us and why I like it so much, it's because of that. We get Bahamut from it. But that's later. I want to learn Boost first. And now here in this town, Dagger, or however you pronounce it, over here you can get Capricorn. This is the last Stelazio coin we can get for a while. Now let us lower the left. Examine. Examine. Put in, and then lower right. We now have an elevator. If you don't do this, you will not get access to the shop, because he will refuse to sell because the elevator doesn't work anymore. But we get some nice stuff here. You can get virtually every equipment now in the game, at this point at least. See, golden hairpin, like I said. I'm only going to buy one of each for now. Alrighty. Now, since I did all that, I probably won't be able to afford it anymore, but we'll see. Push this button, and we'll get access to a special effect of this area that I will explain later, or in a minute. Hello. So we still have ways to go. This is our synthesis shop here, and I'll be getting this in a moment. In a moment, we need the Gladius and a lot more money. But we can get a lot of nice stuff here now. Even make these, we need ore and an item to go with it. So essentially, you can make 99 of each of these and really power up your specific summon. And there is a monster, the landworm, drops ore, so you can go. You can buy 99 of these, make 99 of these, or make how many you need to. Use the 99 ores. Go kill the landworm 99 times, get AP, come back, and keep rinsing and repeating. So that's it really for this area. Oh yeah, as you may have noticed, there was no aquamarine there. That's because if you come here and examine this after lowering that button, you can turn ore into aquamarine for free, pretty much. So you can really boost up your Leviathan. Keep in mind, doing this will also decrease your odds with Odin. It'll go from the 49.5 or 49.9% or 45.9% kill rate to a lot lower. Anyway, I'm going to do some things off screen now. At this point in time, you have unlocked the ability to get the last 2 chocograph pieces. You get that unlocked by getting the Hildegard 2. Hildegard 3. They are in the Chocobo's Lagoon, so make sure you go there to get your stuff. So I shall see you guys in a few after I get done with this.